Hey guys, this is GamerCal, welcome back to the Genius of Sephiroth, and well, last time we got beaten up by a bird, as per usual. It's always the freaking birds. So, this time we're hopefully not going to get beaten up by said bird, and further explore the Netherworld. As you can see on the map, we have almost all of the areas actually uncovered for this place. So really all we need to do now is just go ahead and explore, well, the underside really. Because, as you might expect, that is where most of the remaining action is going to take place. I think, yeah, I already did go down this bit because you can see the bits there. It's been a few days since I've actually done recording stuff, so might be a little bit unfamiliar with what I've already done and not done, I suppose. I think that was the only underground bit I explored though, because the underground is freaking huge. So we'll just go ahead and show the rest of the places off. So I think this is one of the main remaining parts down here. There's 3 or 4 different areas that you go down in this first section, and I think this is one of the last, one of the larger ones. I don't really want to fight this one. We've already fought all of these guys, so I don't really want to fight this, but if it's not going to let me run, then I'm going to have to. So hopefully it'll just let us run. There we go. Because, yeah, it's kind of nice to do the fights and stuff, but when you've already done them all, you kinda just want to keep going. Also, this here, which I conveniently remembered actually, is one of the main sort of tricksy bits in this first part. That's probably going to catch a few people out just trying to go through there, but once you've, you know, gone around enough, I guess you'll find it. I actually forgot that it was that particular part that we had the stuff for. I just want to get places. Stop trying to, like, inhibit me, game, please. I will fight all of these guys in due time, but for now, yeah, don't want to. But yeah, this just takes us into the middle. Where are we on the map again? Oh, we're there. So yeah, this doesn't really take us anywhere too interesting. I don't think this takes us anywhere particularly interesting either. It's just in the middle of pretty much nowhere. So I guess you kind of do need to see where all these places go, because it is a bit of a convoluted area to say the least. But even so, all we're really going to have to do now is find our way back up to the initial entrance point, which, unless you can go this way, which it doesn't look like you can, so I guess, yeah, we just need to find our way back up. This is kind of what a lot of this place is. Well, we can kill this guy. Is basically just trying to not get too lost in the underground, because you've got to find the right spot to fall down in the overworld, and then once you've done that, you basically get to explore the underground a bit more thoroughly. And yeah, that's just generally it. It's a bit of a weird layout, to be honest, and the dungeon itself is freaking gigantic, so you can easily just get caught in encounters like this constantly if you don't take the enemies out. So I don't know, if you're playing yourself, you probably want to just knock these guys down, but I can't be bothered, to be completely honest. There are plenty of different enemies in the stage that we have yet to fight, because like with most stages, there is a second half to this, and we shall be exploring that second half fairly soon, I hope. Yeah, sure, because we have Sakura, we can just auto this fight and eventually get them killed off. So this is why I don't want to do all the fights, because you see, this just takes a long time to, you know, I mean this is just a basic auto fight, but if I had to choose all the skills and stuff, it takes quite a while. But we do get a Quagmire is just agility and speed down, right, for Satori. So let's go ahead and show that. Yeah, reduces evasion, which is quite nice. So yeah, at least Satori's getting some good stuff, right? Okay, so going down this gap here leads us to another seemingly unrelated spot, which is basically just where we were before, I think. Because having unlocked all the map and stuff here, yeah, basically just gets you to the same general spot as that. So you don't really need to fall down that one particularly. I think we've already fallen down the one that we actually need to, but I'm just kind of going to show most of them off anyway, because that is what we do. So this is different. This is actually where we saw the way before. You can see on the left hand side that is the wall that we just casually walked through, and there's a box over there, so we have to go get that box at some point. I don't think we can get it just now, but we can get this one, so we have another mushroom for Marisa. And yeah, there's the wall that we went through. So that's all fine and dandy. I think we need to... Can we go down from here? I actually forget. There's probably an enemy down. Yeah, whatever. Too many enemy encounters in this place just now. I really should just knock them out, but we can just run from them though, and it's a lot easier. I don't know. Yeah, we can get down here. Alright, so once we do that, then... Yeah, this is where we're actually supposed to be going to, because I think there's a golden door or something up there, but we need to go get the box first. And that enemy is most definitely one we're going to have to fight, I think, because he... Oh no, he might be nice. So the pagoda. This is another class of item that we'll get here. It's another accessory type that casually gets improved as you go through the game, and it is good against restrict status. So confusion, blind, and silence are all classed under the umbrella of restricts. And ooh, okay, so this enemy is one that we have yet to fight, and it is basically the Underground's version of that bird, except it's not really the same thing as that bird, but still, that's the idea is the same. So it's the superpower enemy of the place, and it's very weak to light, but it also gets 2 attacks per turn, usually tries to do some sort of instant death on you, and it will always cast Dark Breath as its other attack. It's pretty powerful, so you do want to use as many decent attacks as you can against it, because it has a lot of HP and it will do a lot of damage if you don't hurt it so much. You can see even that just did so much damage. And then it, as I said, it always uses Dark Breath, but because we've weakened it so much, it didn't actually get to do much. Because remember, breath attacks are based on the physical attack, or not the physical attack, well they are, but they're also based on the HP remaining on your character. So because we took out almost all of its HP, that Dark Breath didn't do anything. So as a result, you will want to focus on those guys a lot before they get to hurt you too much with Dark Breath. So yeah, nowhere near as bad as the other dudes, the birds, but they can inflict instant death on your entire party, so do res up against them too. Anyway, the sewing needle that we got there is Alice's crafting weapon material thing, as you would expect. And we're just going to casually go past these. Don't miss this box down here, it's actually very good. The death mail is not the shield, it is here, and has decent resistance. It's not particularly high, but it's good resistance for a physical armor, like a heavyweight armor, so that's kind of nice. It also has that nice tiny bit of magic defense, so do not forget to pick that up, most definitely. There's probably another item I've already missed actually, but if there is, we'll go get it. I know there's another item that's really craftily hidden like that, but I don't remember if it's in the first area or the second. So yeah, I think we need to go round in order to get that box. So let's go ahead and try and do that, I guess. And if we could manage that, that would definitely help us out in one way, shape or form, because we're showing off a lot of the area, and that is indeed what we do. So we go up here, get ourselves a silver tray, so that's good. I need that for crafting sake stuff, and we have a new enemy here as well. So the Shugenja, I suppose, they are the magicians of this place, and they do have an area heal. I think it's mass heal actually is what they have, so there's a multi-target healing spell that will basically heal all of the enemies no matter where they are, and it's a bit of a pain in the butt, so if you can avoid them using that too much, then you would be in good shape. So I'm just gonna hit with pretty much all the good attacks and hopefully not get dazed here. That's nice. And yeah, we probably should have used what's its face, Yokai Buster there, but it didn't really matter because Saki was really good. And of course everybody gets power up, and we didn't see the item drop because once again there's kind of the glitch of killing multiple enemies that way, but we did get it. So the Daybreak Amulet is the light equivalent of the Heat Wave and Shower Amulets and stuff like that. So it increases your light damage but lowers your dark resistance. Pretty good on Patchouli, because Patchouli, although it doesn't give her too much in the enhancement part, she does get up to a 50% resistance in light, and she has a natural dark resistance, so that just gets neutralized. And she does have Royal Flare, so there is that. But this is also pretty good for Reimu if you combine it with the Ring of Darkness, which is actually what we're going to do now, I think. So you already have the Ring of Light, so I guess we just give you the Pagoda for some resistant stuff. And combination of Daybreak and Ring of Darkness means that Reimu now, actually, as you can see, she has a crazy amount of resistance to light. She's the star there is the 87.5% resistance. Now, normally you can't really add up towards that, but I believe the reason she does have that is because of her growth tree here. So she has light resistance +1. Her armor also has light resistance +1. I don't think that makes a difference here though. Well, we could experiment with that, because it's not as if this is going to cost anything. So yeah, it's because of her growth tree. So the 25% resistance on her armor makes no difference, but her growth tree stuff does stack with that. So yes, that is a thing. Also, there's another box over here with the Squirrel Hairpin. This is a direct speed enhance thing. So that could be pretty good. I guess we'll just give it to Notori instead of the... I mean, it lowers her evasion by 1, but it gives her more speed, so pretty nice. And there's pretty much no way out of this, but it doesn't matter too much because it is a new enemy here. And this is the Swordsman, very obviously. These guys can be kind of rough because they do have an AoE physical, which is pretty dangerous. You don't want to be getting caught by that for sure. So try and take them out as quick as you can, because they do hurt a lot. But yeah, that's why. Because it hits your entire party for like 60 damage or something, and it stings quite a bit. And there goes Marissa. Oh well. We can just alter this fight from here anyway, I think. Because, yep, and then we get an extra rock as well, which is very good. Very, very good. Because we need those for crafting a fair few items, actually. I know Reimu's stuff needs it. Aya, if you're still using her, needs rocks. Patchouli needs rocks for her stuff. And, yeah. Okay, so this item is one of the first ones that it reduces stats. So axes tend, I just about called it hammer for some reason. Axes tend to reduce physical, well, not just physical, but they tend to reduce stats on the enemy quite a bit. But I won't be using it because of the terrible accuracy on the axe here. Having less than 100 accuracy really wouldn't be very good, and the crowbar is still reasonably powerful as it is, so I'm okay with just having the crowbar, but you may change your own views accordingly. So this is actually where we're supposed to be going, and as you can see we need a gold key, so unfortunately we have to do a little bit more exploring in order to get the gold key and find another one of these guys. I think this guy does actually have something I'm interested in, so I will go ahead and fight him, I think, because I'm pretty sure he has the dark version of the Daybreak amulet. I think it's called, is it the Echo amulet or is that someone else? It might be someone else that, but regardless, he has a good amount of experience for you too, which gets Satori and Marissa another level up, so very nice. Marissa getting a bit more HP, and Satori just getting some reasonable stats too. Although only 3 HP, which is kind of lame, but was that a way I could go through? I need to check this now, because I don't think it was, but I want to just see. We're gonna have to go into another fight here, but I don't mind. No, it's not. It just kind of looks like it. People can easily get confused with stuff. So, I suppose we're gonna have to fall down another random hole. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. But you can see the way that we are indeed supposed to travel once we have gotten the gold key, which is nice. So I think this is probably as good a time as any to cut for stuff. But honestly, travel in this game is pretty quick, so long as you don't just get caught by a bunch of encounters all over the place like this. But yeah, I think it's probably for the best if we go ahead and do that. So I'll be back when we get to where we need to go. Alright, so falling in that particular hole that's up on the ledge by itself. It's not really a ledge, but across the bridge. This is now opening up the top way here. So we have another section of one of the rooms we have already explored to go through. So that's fine. There's not really too much of an issue with that. There is a box here. This is the one I was thinking of for hidden stuff. Patchouli's crafting item, very nice. And sure, we'll just knock these guys out real quick. Alright, so if we go up here, there is the gold key that we needed. So that was basically the only place that we needed to go still. It's good to show the sort of requirement for exploration for these places, because sometimes when somebody has played a game so much that they just instantly know, oh, you just go this way, this way, this way, etc., then you kind of don't always get a sense of what it's like to play the game for yourself, you know? Also, just a thing, a random silver key there, kind of needed. So there's 2 chests at the end, I think, or I don't know if it's at the end or if it's just in the area, but there are 2 chests that we need to go ahead and open. So yeah. But yeah, when somebody just instantly knows all of where to go and what to do and gives you all the stuff, it's nice in its own right, but sometimes you lose a bit when that sort of thing happens. It's like, oh, I already know all of what can happen and everything is all within my control, etc, etc. It's why that bird is also a good factor for stuff here, is that not everything is perfectly within one's own control here, and that was just never gonna work. But yeah, there's the mass heal that I was talking about before from those guys. Yeah, like sometimes if you know too much about the game, then it can almost be even like less interesting to watch than somebody sort of going through it for their first time. I've had it both ways around, where, you know, for this game especially, where I've seen people going through it for the first time ever and not knowing anything of what they're supposed to do, and seeing people playing it after having done so for a long time. And there are merits to both sides, and I wouldn't be doing this project if I didn't think that I, you know, was able to do a relatively, you know, decent job with it. But I'm pretty much not playing these stages before recording them, so if I forget stuff, then it's because it's been a long time since I've played it, you know, and that is pretty much it. So here would be the second half of the stage, and that is basically going to open up the way to that second half of the stage. So given the length of time this is going for, I'm basically going to go and heal and leave it to there for just now. Kind of awkward, like rambly cut stuff. I need to, that's something just as a, you know, getting back into playing things that way that I will, I guess, learn to go around, is the whole hey, I should just cut here sort of stuff and not ramble on for freaking 2-3 minutes or whatever. But hey, nobody ever said this stuff was perfect. So, this has been Gamer Cat playing the Genius of Sephiroth's Weekend Edition, and next time we actually go ahead and explore the second half of our beloved Netherworld, and hopefully reach the end and totally question Yuriko about why she's the perpetrator of this incident, right? Because that's obviously who it is, right? Yeah. See you guys next time.